author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware. Beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
Good morning, and how the heck are you? Hey, welcome to the Friday, March 5th edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. Glad to have you with us. Hope your morning's going well. Hope your work week is gonna climax, so Christian might think, it in a splash of wonderfulness, and that you're ready for a really, really fun weekend. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're ready for the next 90 minutes, because I know I'm not. Anyway, glad to have you here as always. Thank you very much. If you're watching us on YouTube, whether it's a rerun or you're watching with us live and can interact with us, please say hi if you're here. I would appreciate that. That's the only way I know you're around. Also, because StreamYard doesn't let me know. Another thing is, please, if you enjoy any part of this video, please take a second and click on the like, the love, whatever. Laugh at me if you will, and also please give a like to the page you're watching it on. All right, because it's a great thank you to your host for having us on here, whether it's the Rising Tide Publications page, the Rising Tide Broadcast Network page, or Kathy Jackson's books. Seriously, thank you, Kathy, for having us. And as always, if you're watching us on YouTube, please take a second to like this video, give it the thumbs up, and if you would please subscribe. We are nearing 460 happy people. Maybe a couple grouches in there, but that's usually me. Anyway, we hope you'll take a moment to subscribe, because we've got some great content coming up real soon. And we want to thank Plasma Fire Graphics for sponsoring this episode. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it matters to your customer. They need a beautiful book cover. It sells whatever you're doing. So please contact Jeffrey Hayes and get some of his graphics expertise working for you. They also have a Facebook page. Please check it out. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. And we also want to thank the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Let me get my mouse over there and check it out. Take a screen capture, everyone, and refer to it often. And we've got some great shows on there, including a brand new show. We had the second episode of it last night, Comic Book Spectrum. And Eric and Clyde and Brian and I had a fantastic time talking funny books and reviewing some of our latest grabs. And we're still tweaking the show, but it's coming together. We're really happy with it. And next week, we've got another excellent topic for discussion. This in issue 2, we talked about basically what is the future of comics, particularly in regard to your local comic shop. I think we had some good points made. We hope you'll listen and weigh in on it. And also, thank you to our Patreon subscribers right there: Cindy, Amy, Kelly, Brian, Jeffrey, Tina, John, Clyde, the Eric Hawkins, and Ramelian. And glad to have all of you aboard. Thank you so much for your support and your faith. And please join us if you want to help support the Rising Tide mission of promotion and helping everyone rise up with you. Check out www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And only $1, just $1 a month, will help a lot. That's only $12 a year, people. You spend more than that on coffee. I spend more than that on coffee in a week. Anyway, we're glad you're here. And programming notes. Please check out yesterday on our pages. We had Comic Book Spectrum last night. That was terrific. Amy Hale had a great Creative as Hale last night with author Terry Maggart. That was a lot of fun. And of course, you can't go without listening to Stupid O'Clock, the great rerun there, and the Stupid After Show. And yesterday, also Ted Davies had another one of his great shows, Ted Talks Timepieces, excuse me. Always fantastic. And Ted's starting a brand new series on Friday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Drinking with the Davies. And I'm looking forward to this. Ted and his lovely wife, Chrissy, will be talking about mixed drinks, giving you the history of some of them and showing you how to not only make them more delicious, but to make them even healthier. There's an art to that. So please check that out. And then tonight at 7 p.m., author Michaela Jade will have Tidbits and, let me get this right, Tidbits and Squiggles. A wonderful show where she talks to you about her writing, about writing in general. Always entertaining, always fun. And then at 8 p.m. is the Historical Fencing Guild with Nicholas Tockard, and that's always high energy, high fun, high information, great stuff, great reference, great community he's got there. Please check that out. And also, I believe Carl and Donna will be doing the Green Room tonight on the Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page. Lots of fun to be had. But anyway, let's talk about more fun. Let's talk about your comments. Let's do this thing. All right, let's get started. And Teresa Dunn, yes, Teresa Dunn had a great interview with me yesterday on her own personal page on Facebook. Please check it out. We had a good time. Good morning, Brian and fellow creative friends. That's all of you people. Say hello to Teresa. Mwah. Good morning, Teresa. I would like to thank everyone who showed and supported me on my first show yesterday. It was fun. Brian, you were amazing as always. Well, thank you, Teresa. You did pretty good yourself. You really did. And I gotta say, I'm proud of Teresa. She's got internet, and she managed to pull off the show. And it was her first time using StreamYard with minimal instruction, and I think she did a super job. And anyway, we had a good conversation, and sorry I had to leave so soon, but I had a Comic Book Spectrum to take care of. So anyway, please check out her show yesterday, and please leave her some comments. Let her know. And first, like 9:37. Good to see you here, Joe Dog McKeel on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and good morning. And we start out with mocking laughter from Joe D. McPhee. Morning, all. Hope things are well. We are so glad to see you here. And please check out From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. Please, and subscribe to that channel. I don't care what Joe says. He needs to be over 100 people because he's awesome, and he runs a great show on Saturday night at 10 p.m. From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher on YouTube. Please check it out. That man gives great interviews, and he's a super artist. I am so waiting for Amazonia. I really am. That's going to be a fantastic book. Lovely art. And good episode of Comic Book Spectrum last night. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And once we get some bugs worked out, I'd definitely love to have you on the show. I really do. Most of the bugs are the technical end from me, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it together. Thank you, Joe, for your compliment. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot coming from you. And Carleen, mwah, hello all to you, and hope you do the conversation next week. Yeah, I've already, I have written it down. I wrote it down. In fact, I'll tease it. Last night we were running out of time. We are trying to keep that show under an hour. We only went over an hour yesterday because we knew that Amy Hale had pushed her show back an hour. Otherwise, we'd have probably closed early as usual. But anyway, next week's topic on and the panel agrees that this is going to be fun. This is going to be great, and we'd love to get your input on this, Joe. Dave Rediger from YouTube said, on a mainstream level, do you think there may be a problem in creating new fans of actual comic books? Everything is so splintered these days. Most people are content with just watching the movies or TV shows or even playing the games. Could it be a reading issue? I think this is, how do we grow the market? And I think this is something that each and every one of us ought to be thinking about. And I think we'll get some good conversation. In fact, we are tinkering with the format to allow for more conversation and not just the comic book reviews. So, Joe, definitely we're talking about it, and I will keep that note there, and we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna have some fun. And good morning to Trevor Hawkins. Good morning, sir. Hope your day's going well, sir. And Joe Dog McKeel, I had an idea one time that was so bright the light bulb burned out. Now I can't remember what it was. Oh, Joe, at least you had it. There's some days the little light bulb in the back of my microwave is brighter than I am. And good morning, Becca Colgrove. You are Becca. I see that. I am so glad you're here. Mwah. Thank you for being on the show Tuesday night, Clever Tile Pending. If you haven't watched this week's, we had 2 Clever Tile Pendings. One was with Dan Doherty and Seth DeMoose. Talking about their brand new comic Floppy Cop, which was a lot of fun. Those 2 were great. Please check them out. They had a lot of great advice, especially on how to apply to other publishers. There was some great advice in there that I think applies to all of us about how to get your work to a publisher if you're of a mind. And then Tuesday night, it was a funny show. In fact, I was watching it last night for some laughs. The guest was me, and Carl Witzman, Amy Hale, and Christian Basil came on and roasted me, and so did my audience. It was a lot of fun. We had so many laughs. It was a great night, and Becca Colgrove was a huge part of that. And Becca, I'm glad you didn't let Christian push you around, tell you to stop typing. You go, girl. I'm so glad you're here. Mwah. Carleen, you left us speechless, Joe Dog. And Michaela Jade says, hey guys, I can't stay long, but I want to say hi, and I can't wait to see everyone on Saturday and Sunday at QuadCon at Northwoods Mall in Peoria, Illinois. I will be showing up sometime in the early afternoon. I mean, it's our days off. We're gonna take our time getting there and have a little drive and just enjoy ourselves. But we'll be seeing you, Michaela, and hope anyone who's in the Peoria, Illinois area, please pop on over to Northwoods Mall. I haven't been to Northwoods Mall in about 20 years. I hope it's still nice. I'm sure there's been a change or two, but please check it out, and please pick up the work of Michaela Jade. She is awesome and a great part of this community. And good morning, Jeffrey Hayes. As always, glad to see you. Good morning, good Friday morning, Nevermorians. Hope you get to watch the final episode of WandaVision, and can't wait for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Hey, Jeffrey, if you're a fan of the YouTube show Hot Ones on the First We Feast channel, this week it is memory dump. It's 1984 all over. The gentleman who plays the Falcon, he is hilarious, and I didn't realize what training he had. He's actually got a Shakespearean background. He's fantastic. Please check it out. And Merry Friday, folks, from Grant Lankard. Grant, how are you doing in your Kickstarter? Apprise us of this, please. And Carleen says Uncle Carl won't be among us today. He's being a good big brother and taking his bro to the hospital. Nothing bad, just a screw and bone spurs. Man, if I thought I could go to the hospital and get a screw when I was single, man, I wouldn't have bothered with. Never mind. Anyway, I hope Carl's brother is doing well, and I hope it all comes out well. And Becca Colgrove, I will have a good day if you have one first, darling. Mwah, glad to see you. Give your mom a hug from me. And again, thank you for being here. You're a darling. And Joe Dog McKeel is mocking Carleen with laughter. And Brian Rodman, great show last night with you and the gang. The post office wall. And good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians, as we venture into this payday and face choices like, should I buy groceries for my kids or back Memoirs of an Angel #7 on Kickstarter? Just say screw those kids and treat yourself. Head on over to that address there and help them reach their first stretch goal today. Brian, how close are you on that, young man? Let's see some. I want to see some progress reports. We've been giving these wonderful people some airtime, and I want to make sure that they know I'm responsible for their success. No, anyway, no, seriously, it's the Nevermorians that got these guys and gals off to a great start on their campaigns. And Brian Rodman will be joining me this Tuesday on Clever Title Pending. We are sure to have some fun. Yes, we are. And TGIF, Fezzy, Periwinkle, and all the nifty Nevermorians will bashful Bill Sarden hardly. So good to see you, sir. Hope your Friday is going well, too. And yes, sir, we're working to bring Cookie home every day. And hi, Joe Dog, how are you? And happy birthday. Thank you, Becca. I'm still celebrating my birthday, which was Tuesday. And thank you, Ted Davies, for sharing this video. And let's see, I see someone, a Leslie Skinner, that's going to get banned in a moment. And just saying. And Jobby Bike, hey there, friends and foes. Happy WandaVision Day. Oh, this is the day when they kill everyone off. I mean, never mind. No, WandaVision sounds really incredible. Looking forward to I look forward to when that comes out on DVD. I really want to see it. And there is Mike, Jimmy, Lorsha, DeBruin. Hey, folks. Hey, Mike, how are you this morning? Good to see you. Welcome to the show here. And Becca Colgrove, go Rising Tide, and go Becca. Becca, you're one of us, darling. Glad to see you too. And there goes the comment dump. And John B. Pica, big news this morning. Good to see you, John. Good morning to you. Facebook has made a drastic and radical change to pages. If you are an author or if you are an author, artist, or creative and you don't have a business page, now's the time to do it. They have updated pages to make them more like personal profiles, and it's going to make it a lot easier to operate and engage fans as your page. I haven't been on my page this morning, so I'm glad for that news. Yeah, we were talking about it last night, in fact. I think it was in the after show from Comic Book Spectrum or someplace, but about 2 years ago, Facebook, for those of us who have business pages, for instance, mine is the Rising Tide Publications page, also the Rising Tide Broadcast page. Facebook let us know, hey, use this page like you would your personal page, and in fact, start there and share out from your business page to help your algorithms. Well, then they changed it without telling anyone, and now it is really difficult to grow a Facebook page unless you're Christian Basil. I've been stuck at 2,200 people for the longest time, for those who follow my page, and it's like this is a welcome thing, and it's hard to share onto the page or to share anything on the business page onto a personal page. So it's kind of been a pain in the butt. But John, that's good news. I'm glad you discovered it. Thank you, sir. And hail, gang. That's right. We're all going to hail, especially if you watch the great show, Creative as Hail, last night with Amy and John Hale. And I'm going Terry Maggard. Yes, I didn't even need to look this time. Terry Maggard. That is going to be a great one. Brian Rodman says, last night was an absolute blast on Comic Book Spectrum, and the Fezman himself, Clyde Hall, and the Eric Hawkins, as we discuss current comics and the future of the industry. We put our heads together and decide the fate of the comic book industry. So if you missed it, check it out on the replay. Yeah, honestly, I am having a blast with Comic Book Spectrum. It is turning rapidly into the show I have always craved to watch. It's a lot of fun, and if you have any interest in comics whatsoever, please check us out. We don't review Kickstarter projects. We only review comics that you can read right now. The idea is, if you want to read, like last night, I reviewed issue 279 of Knights of the Dinner Table. If you wanted to get it, you could turn right around and pick it up. Rather than, and this is not a slight towards our Kickstarter buddies. Seriously, it's not. And Brian Rodman has his own Kickstarter for Memoirs of an Angel #7, so he knows. But we're reviewing comics that you can turn right around and pick up right this minute, or read, whether it's on Comixology or Patreon or Hoopla or wherever. So please check out our show. We are trying to turn you on to some really interesting current comics. and also have a little fun and be positive about it too. And Brian Rahman continues. Then after that, the Dingoes were up to our usual shenanigans. It was a lot of fun on the Drawing Show with Chad Nuss, Jeremy Woodring, Alex Chenoist, and myself. I know I'm mispronouncing Alex's name, and I apologize. We had a great time doodling the doodles. Oh, how they doodled the doodles. And talking Kickstarter campaigns with Russell Allen and Grant Lankard. Go check out the replay at the Dastardly Dingoes channel. Dastardly Dingoes Broadcast Network. Check it out. Dastardly Dingoes is a fun, fun show. It seriously is. I love that thing. And Anthony Bouveau, awesome shirt. Brian, damn cool. Thank you, sir. I knew you'd be here, so I decided to dress up a little. Actually, I just reached in the closet and there it was. And good morning to the charming and delightful Amy Hale. Mwah. Good morning to you. Great show last night. I didn't get to watch all of it, but I'm going to check it out later today. Check out Amy Hale, Creative as Hale. Also check out AuthorAmyHale.com, Author Amy Hale on Facebook, and also Amy Hale's Angels on there. And please go to her YouTube channel. Do a search for Author Amy Hale because there's several Amy Hales on there. I went looking last night and I almost wound up learning how to meditate to the sunrise. And so you're not going to learn that from Amy Hale, but you are going to learn a lot of great stuff on her great show, Creative as Hale. And this is where, I'm going to have to expand the screen because this is where my high school French is going to really get challenged. Levante, vienes moros monster, levante, otro vijale, al redentor del sol infeliz, 65 cumplimentos para ti. I'm probably getting banned from YouTube for reading this. Movente rapidamente el fin de semana y ten cuidado con los compañeros nevermorians hasta que la luna escobió su fin que pasa más café por favor. Okay, it's Spanish. Okay, it's a Romance language, so I have a chance of reading it. Holy cats. Christian, you're amazing. And Ted Davies. Excuse me. Ted Davies Artistry, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for bringing the café. Oh, God, we need it. Never more than right now. And I just bopped my microphone. You okay, baby? Mwah. Okay, there we go. There's some ASMR for you. Anyway, good morning, Ted. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to Drinking with the Davies starting a week from today, right? I think it's a week from today or 2 weeks. Excuse me. Talk it up, Ted. Talk it up. And Brian Rodman, BKM, wasn't the only fool who allowed his co-host to interview him this week. Head on over to the bit.ly Dastardly Dingoes and catch Jeremy and Chad just harassing me about the current Memoirs of an Angel issue live on Kickstarter. So if you want to catch the thoughts and dreams behind the book, catch that episode. Yeah, it's like I said, what kind of idiot allows himself to be interviewed on his own show? That is just inviting trouble. As you can see, if you watch last Tuesday's episode of Clever Title Pending, although it's been a long time since I've laughed that heartily. It was a very therapeutic episode. It's a good depression chaser. I mean, you got some belly laughs out of that one. And Joe Dog McKeel, madness takes its toll. Please have exact change. There we go. Well, I've got my iPass already charged up, so I'm ready. And next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, TED Talks interviewing Jeffrey Hayes of Plasma Fire Graphics. Be there. Excuse me. And Ted, if you want, I could shoot you a copy of Jeffrey's spot that we use here. If you're interested, let me know. And I think I can. I think it's small enough I can send it via Facebook. So let me know if you need it. Grant Lankard from YouTube says the Kickstarter is going great. We are in the Kickstarter dead zone, but I'm still getting 2 or 3 sales per day. Look up Beowulf in the comics book section of Kickstarter. Also go to monarchpublishing.net. Sign up for this man's newsletter. It is really darn good. But that's great, Grant. I'm glad to hear that. Have we hit any stretch goals yet? And you're going to expect that. Right now it's kind of like, miles till the next gas station and you've got to pee real bad. But just keep slugging at it, man. And keep, promoting. See about hitting up the people, seeing about, keeping in touch with the people who have supported you so far, like the Nevermorians. All right. Take care of my people. They'll take care of you, Grant. And good morning to the Ninja Genko. Good to see you, Ninja. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope your weekend is looking awesome. And speaking of looking awesome, there he is, the sexy man himself, Nicholas Anthony Tucker. Good morning, Nevermorians. The mighty Manatee Man is swimming blissful barrel rolls. Not only did the fighting get published, yes, it debuted at #1 on fencing on Amazon. Dude, yes, dude, take a screen capture of that right now. Seriously, and use that in your promotion. I've got one for the Amazon book reviews made less impossible. I need to trim that down and turn that into a graphic. But seriously, that's fantastic, Nick. I'm proud of you. I see the Ninja Genko, so I see his name. I said it. I hope you're having a good morning, Ninja. Thank you for being here. But Nick, I know Nick has had some challenges the last couple weeks, but he got it out. Good for you, Nick. Proud of you, man. And I expect to hear a lot about it this morning, or tonight rather, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on the Historical Fencing Guild on YouTube. Great show, high energy, and Nick is brilliant. He is fun to listen to. And the update is rolling out gradually. John, I haven't checked my page yet, so I will look forward to that. Actually, that's a great bit of news. I was hoping they'd get some pushback on it because, business pages now are almost impossible to promote and to use effectively, especially if you want to get backlink action going. So anyway, John, check out John's show for Back of the Cereal Box on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central. And check it out. It's a good show. John does a great job with it. And John, do you still have some shows you want staffed? Please put out the word here. Brian Rodman, in our first 7 days, we've reached $2,340. And he is only $160 away from reaching a first stretch goal, which is I believe, a special drawing, a special little mini poster that will go to all physical backers. It's a thing of beauty. It's one of the main characters that will be spotlighted in Memoirs of an Angel 7. So anyway, head on over and get your copy pre-ordered on Kickstarter. The more funding we get, the more rewards you get. There we go. Excuse me. And there is that link, Brian Rodman. Please check it out on Kickstarter. Good man. And the new update is going to change everything. I hope so, John. Hopefully for the better. Right now, the way the business pages work, it's a great reason to go to MeWe, and that's a disaster. Anyway, I've been an advocate of using business pages since the inception. If anyone wants meaningful coaching, I'm happy to help. I may have to rattle your cage, John, because I'm always willing to use mine a little more effectively. And the Historical Fencing Guild, says Nick Tucker, made the top 30 fencing channels to watch in 2021. Dude, screenshot. And start playing this up, dude. You put out quality content and it's pretty damn unique, and nobody delivers it like you, man. So seriously, I'm going to see what I can do to get your numbers up, buddy. I think sometime, Nick, we need to talk. I've been using a strategy that is helping for mine, and in fact, let me check this morning. What have we got there? Okay, and I can cancel them from here. And I'm going to get rid of that spam there. And let's see what we've got here. Let's go to my videos, and we'll give you a progress report. And I want to thank everyone that's signed up for my YouTube page. I really want to get that thing going because we've got some stuff coming up that I am really excited about. And let's see, where are we at this morning as far as our numbers? We are at 458 subscribers. And thank you so very much. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate everyone who's supporting our work on the Rising Tide right now. Thank you so much. And let's see, we got another comment up, but not a bad one. Phil Thompson, thanks for liking my video, Brian. Philip, you did a great video. I appreciate you doing it. And you keep doing that, man. Don't stop now. You're doing a great job. You really are. Nick Tucker says, so find out what all the talk is about on the Historical Fencing Guild. Yeah, definitely. Let's see what we got here. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. Historical Fencing Guild. There we go. And yeah, we're taking a moment out here because we want to. Yeah. Oh, dude, you've got 266 subscribers. That's fantastic. Well, let's get him up to 300. What do you say? Nick's got a lot of great videos up there and some good, super good uh, stuff on there. And I missed the live stream. Oh my gosh, I've got to fix that. Anyway, I've got ways to help you out, Nick. We got to talk about that. Send me a DM later, would you? And morning, Amy and everyone. Good morning to you, Anthony. Glad to see you here. But definitely check out the Historical Fantasy Guild on YouTube and give that some love this morning. And speaking of giving some love, we love you, Skunk Rocker. Sorry I'm late to the party, everyone. I just found out that my friend David passed away last night. So I was dealing with that bit of news. Just going to enjoy the show and try not to think about it. Skunk, as I always tell people, sincerest condolences, seriously, brother, and may all the memories be golden. And, because that is how our friends and our relatives, the people that we love, remain immortal. They stay in our consciousness. And in a way, I think they stay alive to a degree. Skunk, if you need a dry shoulder, let me know, man. But anyway, we love you, Skunk. We really do. So, Kyle, take care of yourself and sit back and wash yourself in the madness now. And Brian became trying to read Christian Basil's comment as pure comedy gold. Yeah, for anyone that took Spanish, Brian just butchered the language. I might as well have gone over to Spain right now and asked for 3 more ships. You know what I'm saying? Quite an imposition. I have really, really done a bad job. I am sorry. I took 2 years of high school French because it was a math requirement for college in our area. There was a math requirement and a foreign language requirement, and then I took journalism where there was neither. So, yeah, good planning, Mr. Morris. So anyway, and that explains my whole career, don't it? Anyway, so yeah, I tried though, Brian. I really tried. I did my best. I think I got at least 2 of them right. And the Ninja Gecko, inhaling the sun rays. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day outside. And I think we're going to, at least, I don't know where you're at, but I'm, in central Indiana. I think we're looking at a little chilly day today. It's going to be really nice, but it's going to be a little warmer tomorrow when we pop over to Peoria. And then Sunday's supposed to be really nice. We've got a friend that we visit once a week who is wheelchair bound, and we try to take her out to lunch and take her shopping and stuff so she can get supplies and stuff. But anyway, that's supposed to be in the lower 50s here. So it's going to be a really good weekend. So I hope you enjoy yours, my friend. And the romantic language. It is a romantic language, actually. French and Spanish come from the same Roman roots, which is not, it is romance language only because they come from Roman. The ancient Roman language. That's where their base was at. Unlike, say, German or any other nation not in the European or Asian theater. So anyway, Trevor Hawkins says, my condolences, Skunk. That's from all of us. Thank you, Trevor. And speaking romance, what did you do to the Dark Mistress? I didn't do nothing to her. I'm going to check up on her, too. No, Skunk, I'm so sorry for your loss, says Michaela J. Skunk Rocker says, yeah, I hate to be a downer, but it's the truth. And yeah, whatever. I'm just going to listen to the show and do my job and go home. Skunk, that's the way you get through it, man. But like I said, you got friends here. And hope, maybe you tune in tonight to Uncle Carl's drunken rant, because that's when Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna get tanked. You think they are you think they're oiled up enough on the green room? Boy howdy, wait till they have to put on the show with no help from any of us. That puts a burden on them. They know how much fun we are. So anyway, check that out. And if you want to get in on the fun tonight, check out Uncle Carl's secret humor page. And it's a secret, so you can't find it. If you want to get involved, please contact someone who's on there, like myself or Skunk or Aunt Donna, Uncle Carl, or anyone or Ted Davies. And, just a lot of us are in there, aren't we? Anyway, check out anyone but you, I guess, on contact them and see about getting in. Now, the thing is, though, there are a couple of requirements. If you can be triggered by anything, don't go there. Because we will find it, we will smell your fear, and we will pounce on you like a tiger. We drive out the weak. We are Darwinism in action. So anyway, please check it out. And you got to have a great sense of humor. There has been some good stuff. And even Eric Hawkins, I am so proud of him. The Eric has did something this week about mouse sex that was just, oh my God. And speaking of, there he is, the star, the man, the Eric Hawkins of a Comic Book Spectrum. Oh my gosh, he's so adorable. Anyway, good morning, peeps. Good morning to you, Eric. Had a great time with you last night on the show. Please, everyone, check out real fun show. Actually, it's about comics. If you like comics, you want to find out what they're about, check out Comic Book Spectrum with me, Eric, and Brian and Clyde. We have a good time, whether we like it or not. Anyway, please check it out. It was on last night, and we are on every Thursday night at 7 p.m. A lot of fun. And March 12th, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. That is 1 week from today. Drinking with the Davies, first episode. Check your forecast because it's going to be dark and stormy for the drink mixing. That is a drink. And they are going to be mixing that up. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to write that. I got to write that down. Drinking, excuse me, with the Davies. Excuse me, something in my throat. Shut up, Christian. And see, we've got a list of shows. What are we up to here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shows. Excuse me, on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And Carl will come back and say, I can't keep up with this stuff. But anyway, please check it out. We have a page on Facebook where you can learn more about our shows and see past episodes. And we've got some great contributors on there, so please support the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And what do you think of my video last night? Okay, I don't think I've seen that one yet. Philip, I'll check into that today. John B. Pica with any updates? There are still bugs. I'm taking a deep dive today. Let me know what you find out. Would you, John? That would be very helpful. And John, I would like to help you promote your channel and see what we can do to get some synergy going, like we've got with the Hanging with Web Show Network. And again, thank you to Garrett and to Willow for including us in your promotion. We genuinely appreciate it and hope we can bring some value to you. So, speaking of which, Saturday, check out Behind the Cereal Box at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central. All times will be Eastern, so you figure out where you live. Behind the Cereal Box at 9 a.m. with John B. Pica. Check it out. And Reels and Heels at 2:15. That's a wonderful show. And at 11 p.m. on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, Stupid O'Clock at 11 p.m. And then at 1 a.m. on Sunday morning, we've got, thanks to them, we've got all 7 days of the week covered. They have the Stupid After Show, and it is every bit as fun. And the hair is let down. And Skunk's got pretty hair, so it's a treat. Joe Dog McKeel says, you all know the Vatican blessing, live long and the Vulcan blessing. There's quite a difference there, isn't that? Anyway, genuflect, everyone. Anyway, you all know the Vulcan blessing, live long and prosper, but did you also know they have a curse? You raise your finger and say, die young and broke. I always thought they were telling me that's number one, Joe. I'm glad to get that illumination from you. And speaking of illumination, there's Ryan Permisson. Good to see you, Ryan. Good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? We are glad you're here. I speak for us all. Check out the latest episode of the podcast at Anchor FM, the Nerdcast, episode 88. Check out what Ryan does. He's a terrific host. He really is. And Carleen sends hugs and sorry for your loss, Skunk, from Carleen to Skunk. And Brian Nance, good to see you. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And Skunk, dude, hugs, says Joe Dog McKeel. That's from all of us, man. Sending the good vibes and the love to you, Skunk. Hope you feel it soon, man. Excuse me. And Nicholas Tockard says, thank you, Brian. Any help is humbly accepted. Yeah, we got to talk about that. It's something we're doing. I guess you're one of the latecomers to this network. You might not have seen it, or if you're doing it, or maybe you're reaping the benefits from it. Who knows? But it's helped me a lot. And Ryan Permisson says, "Don't miss," and I quote, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern with special guest Cindy Kep. That's our girl. Tune in at that address there. And Cindy is going to be wonderful. And if you don't know who Cindy Kep is, then you are missing out. I got to tell you. In fact, as soon as I find her ad, here's what you can expect from the wonderful and talented Cindy Kep, CKOEPP.com.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Please check out CKOEPP.com. She has a variety of really family-friendly adventures, game-lit science fiction fantasy. You will love the work. She's a great writer. She really is. I'm not just saying that because she's my friend. I'm surrounded by so many talented people. I am such a hack compared to them. Well, I am. But anyway, Cindy is wonderful, and please sign up for her monthly newsletter. It is absolutely free, and it is a joy, an absolute joy to read. You'll feel better having read it. I really do. I look forward to that every month. So anyway, please check it out. And Ryan Permisson has shared this. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you so much, man. And Philip Thompson says, going to do another show at 5 p.m. Central next Thursday. We'll talk about my book. Good man. Good man. One thing I've found, Philip, if you're listening, is it's really helpful to do it at the same time every week. That's how you build an audience. I know someone who has or at least at the time had a social following that made me look sick, absolutely putrid compared to her. And she would do these impromptu Facebook Live shows, but she started losing a lot of her people when she would just come on when she felt like it. And if you want to build a consistent audience, you have to show up at the same time every week. It's like a job. You know, if you want to keep that job, you got to show up at the same time every day in order to keep it. And, you know, that's one of the things we stress here on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network is that we all show up where we're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be there. And it has helped all of us. So, Philip, do it at the same time every week and just keep giving your unique content, man. And if anybody says you can't, you tell them we said you could. All right. You tell them that you are doing it and don't let anyone stop you, man. Philip, you have as Les Brown says, you have greatness in you. And I want to see it blossom. Ryan Permisson bought more Funko Pops this week. Somebody stop me. Oh, yeah. And Amy Hale's going, yes, another one. Yes. Ryan, I don't have it here, but if you check out my Tuesday night show, Clever Title Pending, you'll see an appearance by, I bought a Funko Pop, and I'm grateful to Eric Hawkins for letting me know it was out there, but it was like a 12-inch one. It was a Superman, and I was so happy I have it, and I've got to find a place to display my Funkos properly, but it's like, I have this huge Funko Pop, and it is so beautiful. And, you know, and Cookie fought me. I was like, you don't need one more thing to collect, Brian. And she's right. She is totally right. Then I bought her a Cookie Monster, and she goes, okay, we're done. You and I are done with this. Is all the Funko Pops we'll ever own. Well, then I found the King Tut one from Batman 66. And I thought, well, she's got one. I've got to have one. Then came Orko from the Masters of the Universe. And next thing I know, I'm head deep in Funkos. So, no, actually, I've only got about a dozen of them, but they're cool ones. They're ones I want. See, that's the thing. They're ones I want. And so anyway, welcome to the madness. We are going to form a support group, Ryan. We will expect you to show up and, you know, hi, I'm Ryan. Hi, Ryan. And I have a Funko Pop addiction. Anyway, subscribe to the channel today for more nerdy content. Yes, go to Nerd Culture Channel on YouTube. I have subscribed. And please, many of us here have YouTube channels. So if you dig what some of us say, particularly me, please, sign up for our YouTube channel because one, it helps the algorithms and helps us become more visible and encourages us to provide more unique content. It's a great attaboy, and it doesn't cost any money. It just costs a couple seconds of time just to click that subscribe button and maybe ring that bell so you'll be notified of any future appearances. So if you enjoy any part of it, again, I'll remind you, if you've enjoyed any part of this video so far, please, if you're watching on Facebook, give it a like. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button and give us some love. Anyway, Rick Bradley, good morning to you, good sir. Good morning, Nevermorians. He says, and please accept my condolences and prayers for you and the family, Skunk, from all of us. Thank you, Bill Sartin. I appreciate that. And back in the stereo box on YouTube says, and yes, we do still need hosts for 2 spin-off shows, Cryptid Crunch and Big Bowl of Board Games. Also looking for contributors for awesome flavored road trips and no fan left behind. Dude, I'm loving what I'm hearing here. John, you did not need us, I'm glad to say, but let's work. We can work on promoting each other. I want to share some of the love here with you. All right, man. I want to see you rise up. I really do. Oh, I got another comment. Oh, we got a lady here I love. I haven't talked to her in ages. Dropping by to say hello and offer breakfast with family. Have a great weekend. From Tammy Travis. Mwah. Glad you're here, hon. I hope everything is well. You guys, think of you often. I'm looking some way to get up to northern Indiana. I want to see you guys. And so cool to see you all. You guys have a great breakfast. Thank you for being here. This is very thoughtful of you to come by. I appreciate it. Mwah. Have a great weekend, all of you. And Heather Ellen, who on 10 p.m. on Sunday nights has a fantastic show. I gotta make sure I have the right name. Comics, Chaos, and Sass. I'm getting so many shows now, I can't remember all of them, including my own. Heather Ellen, mwah, delightful, lovely, delicious, and good morning. Just dropping in to say hi and share. Hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you live on Sunday. I always look forward to it, Heather. I always clear my schedule just for you, darling. Please check out Heather Ellen's Comics, Chaos, and Sass, and please subscribe to Comics and More New Jersey, NJ, on YouTube. Let's get that lady up some more subscribers and put her up where she belongs, on the pedestal, as several of us try to look under her skirt. Anyway, Rick Bradley, go ahead and click on this link. You won't regret it. Do that thing. And it'll get you to his Amazon author page. You can find his works in the Nightmare Collective, Marvin's Night Out, Tales of the Weird and Strange, and Pulp Reality #1. Thank you, Rick Bradley. Our success story. We're glad to have you here. Or our Frankenstein monster, one of the two. No, Rick, we love you, man. We're so proud of you, really. And Trevor Hawkins says, I thought I read Cryptid Church for a second. That'll be Nick Tockert's companion show, Cryptid Church. We will all raise our hands and sing hymns to the mighty Mothman, And Ted Davies' artistry, Hail Caesar, says Joe Dog McKeel. Carleen, update on brother-in-law. Out of surgery, did well. Yes. Home. Carl might be home by 1 p.m. Yay, Arby's for lunch. Yeah, celebrate good times. Come on with some curly fries and a Jamocha shake. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, that's great. Donna, thank you for letting us know. Thank you for updating us. And positive prayers to your brother-in-law. And kudos to Carl for being a good brother. Good for you, Carl. That's why I love you. And Carl had the easiest job in the world, roasting me on Tuesday night on Clever Dial Penny. Check it out. Hey, good morning, Nevermorians. Russell Allen, good to see you. Let's get a progress report, Russell, on your Kickstarter, please. All right. Teresa Dunn has a link to her Amazon page. Check that out. Teresa has 2 great books of poetry out, and she's now a broadcaster. Please go to Teresa Dunn's page. She's got a great new interview show, and she'll be interviewing her friends. Please become her friend and get interviewed. It's a fun show, and she did a great job. I can tell she was scared as hell because I'm so imposing a figure, Anyway, but no, it was a great show. She asked some great questions, and I hope we did some good, and I hope you get some good numbers out of it. Teresa, take that show and run, girlfriend. And Joe Dog McKeel, I tried to come up with a carpentry pun that would work. I thought I nailed it, but nobody saw it. Oh, man. Well, maybe if you drill deep, you won't get screwed like that again. Okay. But anyway, the lowest form of humor. I love it. Good work, Joe Dog. And everything is S. You figure out where you live. Quote of the week, says Brian. Everything is Eastern Standard Time. You figure out where you live, says Brian Rodman. Follow me for more life hacks. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you people. You change your life. And Cindy Cap is riding on the edge. Scamper on over to ckoepp.com and sign up for her amazing newsletter and check out her original works like Animal Eye in a world of sequels and reboots. This is a breath of fresh air. Yeah, and Brian, I gotta tell you, she is doing her. I think she's in the final scripting phase of her second issue of the comic book adaptation of Animal Eye, and it's good stuff. It is super good stuff, and she is really learning her craft really well. Um, I'm, and the thing is, and Cindy, if you're listening, one thing I am very happy with, Cindy sends me a script and then I go through and I make comments in Microsoft Word. She asked me a question, and that's really great. That means you're catching it. Tell me if I'm wrong, but a lot of times, like when I try to learn something like Photoshop and I don't know the jargon, I don't know enough how to ask the right questions. I don't have enough information or the language to ask the questions I need to know. And Cindy asked me a question. And I thought, you're getting it. You seriously are so getting it, because now she knows, okay, this doesn't quite ring right. I need some clarification. Brian, can you help me? And she articulated it. I am indescribably proud of her. I used to work for a comic publishing company where it was thrust upon me to try to train writers, note the air quotes, into how to write comic scripts. And some of them just did not get it. Of course, I was dense for a long time too. And once I did, I'm like, duh, why didn't I see this? But they never had that duh moment. I had one person who wrote a script, and it would have translated to 25 pages in a 23-page comic book. And I said, no, you're going to have to cut this down. Plus, this part here, you need to beef up. You need to eliminate this part entirely. Well, she didn't eliminate anything. Instead, she added more pages. And this thing was something like 45 pages. And she's like, oh, no, I've got to have that in there. I'm like, no, you don't. It doesn't add to the story. If I were really an editor, I would cut this out entirely. And finally, she just gave up and went and said, I'll just make it as a prose story. And I'm like, thank you. And Jeff Goulet is subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you, brother, so much. Hope you find some value here and hope you enjoy all the stuff we have here. Not just on my channel, but our associated channels on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. I just got a little notification. Thank you, Jeff, for your subscription. It is greatly appreciated. But anyway, but no, Cindy is doing a great job, and I've got some other horror stories about trying to teach people how to write stuff in comic books. Writing comics is harder than writing novels, as far as I'm concerned. But somebody who makes everything look easy is Daniel Huberry. Daniel, good to see you. Good to talk to you the other night on your show. And Brian the Brain, great to see you again. Daniel, it always makes me smile to see you. Daniel Dark is his pen name. Daniel Huberry is his human name. Please check out the work of this man, and check out his work at 7 Star Press, and promote, Daniel, promote. Let's get some people to know you. It's good to see you, Daniel. You make me happy. And I can't wait for Imaginarium. And I'm going to have my wife with me. Cookie is going to show up at Imaginarium this year. And good morning, Brian. Lee Reese, it is a pleasure to see you. As always, late to the party, but better late than never. I fully agree, and you're worth waiting on, sir. Thank you for taking time to be with us this morning. And the lovely and delightful and very dang talented Lacey Lemke. Mwah, Lacey, I love you, hon. And there we go. Go to Amazon there and pick up Zin of the Misty Veils, Enter God Erasure. And good morning, Nevermorians. Hope everyone has a great day. Lacey, I hope you have a great weekend. Good to see you as always. It is a delight as always. You are delightful. And if you meet next Thursday, same night, right? Yep, same 5. Yeah, if you could do it every week or however often you do it. There are some people who only broadcast once a month, Philip, but as long as they do it at the same time every time, people come to expect it. People that follow you, people that want to support you. And if you do it every time at the same time, regardless of whether it's every day, every month, every whatever, people will make you a habit. if they like you. And if they don't, that's their loss. You'll find other friends. All right. Anyway, I'm encouraging you, Philip. You're off to a great start, man. Brian Rodman, tonight at 7 p.m. I'll be on Indie Comics Explained with JD Calderon. He's awesome. He'll be interviewing me about this issue of Memoirs of an Angel and comics in general. Join us tonight. Yeah, JD, I haven't talked to him in a long time. He's a great guy. He runs a good show too. Please check it out. All right. And Brian Nance, I have a small Funko Poo pile as well. I'm sure you meant Funko Pop, but I'm assuming that your Freudian slip was showing there. Yeah, I've got more than I should too, but I'm always looking for more. That's my problem. No, I only collect certain ones. Like Amy Hale and Eric Hawkins only collect every one of them. They're very specific about what they want. But no, they have their specialties, and I have some. It's like I'm looking for some Doctor Who, some Superman, some Batman. I want to round out my Batman 66. I know it's going to be costly, and get the last of the Masters of the Universe, and plus some fun ones here and there. One that's been calling my name, and I've been seeing them a lot recently, is they have a Funko Pop trio. It's the Police. And I'm not talking about your 911. I'm talking about the rock group, the Police, Sting, Andy, and Stewart. I'm like, damn, that looks good. I like their music. I'm waiting for one with the Mothers of Invention. Joe Dog McKeel, one like on YouTube from here and 3 hearts on Facebook. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who's given us some love. And in fact, please, thank you. I've got a whole bunch of love on Facebook. Thank you. From Russell Allen, Heather Ellen, John B. Pica, Carol Cookie Morris. Wow, love you, honey. Tyrone Tony Reed Jr. Go to TyroneTonyReedJr.com for some great content. And keep writing those Soul Ed books, my friend. And Joe McKeel, Becca Colgrove. We love you, Becca. And Brian Rodman. And some likes. We appreciate those too. From Stephanie Downer Hayes, Roberto Gonzalez, author Michaela J. Ted Davies, Nicholas Anthony Tucker, Roy Mercado, Michael Watson. Mike, good to see you this morning, sir. Hashtag most epic art. Pops Van Zandt, good to see you, brother. Thank you for the great birthday wishes the other day. And one more who they won't show me who it is, but I love you all just the same. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Joe Dog. Brian Rodman, go to that little shack made out of reprints of Golden Age comics on the corner of the Red District. You'll find a fez-wearing, pole-dancing street urchin that you can sponsor for just $1 a month at patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And there is a list of my Patreon subscribers. Please check it out. And thank you very much for that unsolicited endorsement there, Brian Rodman. And check out Brian's page too. He provides a lot of content. In fact, all the people you saw on my page do a lot of great stuff, and it's stuff you'll only see if you're on Patreon. So please check us out. All right. And Carly, not Mocha Shake. It's March Mint Shake with Andy's Candies. Oh yeah. Oh, boom chicka wow and wow. Yeah, that's great. And Trevor Hawkins, that went against the grain, Joe. I saw what you did there. Well done, young man. Well played. And watch Comic Spectrum this morning. I'm loving the show. Thank you, Rick Bradley. Thank you very much. I gotta say, and I speak for all 4 of us on the show. This isn't the number of people. This is the number of people. That's just where my hand went. That's what I tell Cookie. Anyway, we're having a blast on Comic Book Spectrum. It is the show I have been wanting to do for a couple of years now, because I see comic book shows on YouTube in particular, and they are so freaking negative. And there's so much backstabbing and so much politicking, not just politics, but politicking. Like it's, if you are not our team, we hate you and we'll do anything we can to make you look like crap. And the other side says the exact same thing. It's like Twitter. It's like a microscopic version of Twitter. And there's too many people that think, well, I'm from Bug Tussle, and only comics from Bug Tussle are worth anything. Everyone else is garbage, and the whole industry ought to revolve around us. There is a whole bunch of ego involved, unwarranted ego too. They're not ready for prime time. They seem to think that they are the tail that wags the dog. Too many of them. We need more Luke Stones in this world. Brian Rodmans or, Grant Lankerts or Russell Allens. We need more of those guys and, gals who are creating great comic books to get the recognition they deserve. And when they put out product, chances are it could wind up on our show. We haven't really outlined a thing for Kickstarter aside from the fact that we are not going to review any Kickstarters in progress or any comics from Kickstarters in progress. For instance, Brian Rodman has Memoirs of an Angel #7. I know he's got it done, but we are not going to review it until it is in the hands of his supporters and available to you, the public, because we want to help him boost some sales. So anyway, Nicholas Tucker said, Joe Dog, it's okay to be square. I saw what you did there. And he rhymes too. Man, Nick, you are on fire today. And ooh, Dark Misses, that's a good milkshake. Andes are the bomb. Seriously. And writing comics is a piece of cake. Spelling, grammar, and punctuation is the hard part. That's why you need a good editor that's halfway decent at editing, right, Eric? Oh my God, yes. And it's the idea that in a book you can take as much, unless you're published by someone else and they put restrictions on your word count. You can take all the time and space you want, but there is a structure to comics that is very different. And I'm finding it easier now that I practice more, but I find it difficult. But anyway, Eric does it so very well. Go to Indiegogo and look up Eric Hawkins and look up the Zombieful World of Oz. I should pronounce it Zombieful because we get that E in there. It's a great book. It's my favorite comic right now in the independent press. I'm loving it. Hybrids of Sons of Gods is right up there with it, but I love Eric's stuff. It is so creative, and he is getting so many imitators. Eric put out his comic, and suddenly everyone wants to do an Oz comic. I think that says something. Follow the leader, folks. Follow the leader. Joe Dog McKeel says, spring is in the air, so be aware. Squirrely in the street. You should have been quicker on your feet. I hate those little rodents. I really do. I do not like squirrels. I'm not fond of the squirrels in my neighborhood. We got zillions of them. But I put out birdseed in the winter for birds, especially on really, really cold days because it's hard for them to find food. So I leave out some birdseed for them. And the squirrels, despite my best efforts, jump up and try and eat the seeds. And I did something last year that keeps them away, though. I put cayenne powder in the just a wee touch of cayenne powder. Squirrels have very sensitive noses. They smell that stuff and they're like, oh crap, I'm not eating this stuff. But birds, it doesn't harm them. They don't get the gastric distress that we humans do, and they don't taste it. And they eat that stuff right up. So anyway, Philip Thompson is going to start his groups for his page this week for his art and comics, and also thought of my offer to my audience, a PDF of the first 3 pages of comic book / children's books, and a sample of my painting I'll do on my show with a watermark and do an auction. Philip, you're nailing it. Dude, that's perfect. That is exactly right. Good work. Keep us posted. And typo, my bad. All what I have is an autograph, says Brian. It's okay. Oh, and back in the cereal box, got run. Biden Care Open Enrollment Duties called. John, thank you for being here. JohnPica.com for all this man does. And check out back in the cereal box Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, it's amazing. Barely 2 months in, or not even 2 months in, and it's now Biden Care. I find that fun. And Lee Reese says, check out my comic book, Delirious Tremens, at the link below. Excellent, Lee. Check out this work there. Lee's a great creator there. Do check it out. Thank you for sharing it, Lee. I appreciate that. And if you watched the drawing show last night, says Brian Rodman, you saw the amazing talent of Jeremy Woodring. He created the opening video for the drawing show, as he does for all of our programs on the Dastardly Dingoes podcast. If you want your project to level up, then go no further than jeremywoodring.com and see what he can do for you. I'm already talking to Jeremy about a series of videos I want to do. I haven't actually sat down and done them yet. So, and Brian is a squirrelist. Yes, I am, and I freely admit it. I'm bigoted against those little monsters, those little furry tail rats. And they're too stupid to get out of the way of your car, too. I don't speed up to hit them. In fact, I will slow down. But the idiot squirrels, I have seen them run into the middle of the street, see you're coming, and then run to a point where they know you'll hit them. Seriously, I've hit 1 or 2 in my younger years, but still. They don't deserve to live. Anyway, Bill Sargent said, now watch, I'm going to get a whole bunch of squirrel porn now, and I'll just pass it on to Christian. Anyway, Bill Sargent says, we interrupt the man in the red fez for this important announcement. If you've recently clicked on Sarnart76 on Facebook and liked his artwork, now there's an easy and safe way to purchase them through PayPal. All sketches are quickly and safely shipped in flat cardboard mailers. Private message Bill Sargent for details. So check out the artwork of Bill Sargent where everything old is new again. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, there's Keisha Acuff. Hello, beautiful aliens. Well, hello to you, my darling extraterrestrial. How are you this morning, Keisha? Good to see you, hon, as always. And inexplicably, did I miss some comments? Because I think we're caught up. Holy cats, we did actually, either you guys are sleeping in this morning or I am. Carl isn't here, that's it. And Christian isn't here. That's why I'm caught up. Holy cats, and in just over an hour. This is just like the old days. We may have to run while we have a chance. But not yet. We've got, thank you, darling. Oh, yes, we gotta. Oh, baby. Oh, hit me one more time, sweetheart. Thank you. Oh, you can take that for yourself. Mine's already full. Okay, good. Thank you, sweetheart. Look. Appreciate it. So, it's hot. Just like you. And you know who I'm talking to. And Joe Dog McKeel says, okay, second hour means inspirational comments. Sometimes the first step to forgiveness is realizing the other person was born an idiot. I feel my life being changed, and it just fits in perfectly with my philosophies, Joe. Thank you. And Brian Rodman says, hashtag squirrel porn, hashtag 50 Shades of Rodents. That's when Christian died. That's right, folks. Christian is probably listening to this right now and going, ooh, squirrel porn. And Christian does pay attention to this stuff. He really does. Here's when he discovered pornography that revolved around dinosaurs. Yes, Christian. So, and anyway, I'm sure we shouldn't get squirrel porn started too. People are going to get the wrong idea about this channel. Do you think? Yeah, Clark. I'm thinking you're right. I should just lay off, right? Yeah, we've got it. It's now official, because otherwise, YouTube is probably going to say, "Let me get rid of that comment so we can see it." Yeah, stop. Ban hammer time. And most are sleeping. Haha. Yeah, Friday morning. Well, if you get out to get a early start on a late weekend, this is the day to do it. I slept in a little this morning. Yesterday was a busy broadcast day, plus trying to keep up on all the shows we got. Man, it is so tough to keep up on everyone's show, and I think it's great. It's like a renaissance, but that's all right, folks. We're going to get through today and just smile. It's Friday, right? Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, and yep, see, we got, oh yeah, everyone agrees. Everyone. Okay, most everyone agrees. Well, we tried. Anyway, and Philip Thompson says, ever use Indiegogo, and do you keep the money you raise? Philip, yes, I have never used Indiegogo, not yet. But Eric Hawkins has used it. Several of my friends like Luke Stone have used it. Indiegogo, the difference between it and Kickstarter is Kickstarter. Now, they both take out about 10%-ish for administrative fees. That's basically the price you pay them to help you manage your campaign. Like they make sure you collect all your credit card information. In fact, there are some differences, but they collect your credit card information for you. They help you keep in touch. They provide the platform for you to raise crowdfunding money. But the difference is Indiegogo will allow you to keep every bit of money that you raise, even if you don't make your goal, minus that percentage. Okay. So if, let's say you're asking for $2,000, you only get $1,000, they will take out 10% of that $1,000 as their cost of helping you make your money. That leaves you with $900. And also one nice thing I'm told about Indiegogo is Kickstarter waits till your campaign is over and then starts collecting your money for you. Indiegogo takes it right then and there out of the account, and it's easier for a lot of people because I know I support a number of crowdfunding campaigns, and I have to make sure I have money in the account at the end of the campaign to make sure that my people get paid. Whereas Indiegogo, it's taken out right then and there. That's easy for your people that support you. But yes, the shorter answer is yes, you do, minus that 10%. So when you're asking for an amount, let's say you need 2,000 to fund your comic and mailing and everything else, and you should add 10% of that 2,000, which will be another 200. So ask for 2,200 to cover your Kickstarter costs. And that way you get, if you make your goal, you'll get exactly what you think you need, and you'll have enough buffer in there to pay Kickstarter and still have all the money you need. So that's something a lot of people don't take into account. And, there's a lot of other things we could do. A Kickstarter show so easy, but there are so many more out on the interwebs that, there's surely something that can help you. So, and I need some coffee as well. Keisha, I've still got more, and I just fresh ground this. This is Fog Cutter from a local chain of health food stores called Fresh Time, and it's Time like THYME. So yeah, we got the good stuff. Plus, we got some Michigan cherry that we have occasionally, but we got to get them to sponsor our show, and I'll drink coffee in front of all of you. Wait, I do that already. I'm already training for it. Anyway, Keisha, good to see you, darling, and hope you have a great weekend, hon. And truth, Joe Dog, yeah, Trevor, I agree. And buckle up; it makes it harder for the aliens to snatch you from the car. That's true. I watch the cop videos frequently, and they're the sovereign citizen First Amendment frauditor sort of thing. And I saw one last week where the cop, basically pulled open the window, reached in. This all takes less than a second, but he smashes the window, opens the door from the inside, opens the door, undoes the seatbelt, and literally just grabs the person by the front of their shirt and lifts them out of the car. I mean, their butt comes off of contact with the seat and then goes out of the car. It was quite satisfying. So yeah, and that's why you should wear aluminum underwear. So when they start the probing, it's working for your brain. I've got fresh aluminum foil in my fez. That's why we've got an Alcoa. We moved here because they have an Alcoa outlet here. Anyway, happy Friday from Cindy Cap. Mwah, Cindy is probably thinking it's Christmas. We're caught up and we can read her only 4 minutes late. And Willow Skylar, mwah, mi amore. Sneak in here for a quick hello. Hope you all have a great day. I'm off to work in a few hours. Let's see if I can take off before they ask me to stay longer. Just remember, Willow, it is the duty of every prisoner to escape. Good luck, because you work hard, darling. And please check out this weekend Willow's Pillow Talk. If you want to talk that up, darling, please do Willow's Pillow Talk on the Hangin' with Web Show Network. Great network of shows. And a lot of our friends are there, like Ryan Permisson and Reels and Heels tomorrow. Willow will be on Reels and Heels with Brian and Nicole at 2:15 tomorrow afternoon. That's Eastern time. Please check it out. And Joe Dog McKeel, Stupid O'Clock, says time is the best teacher. Unfortunately, it kills a lot of its students. I haven't seen a one come out alive yet. Seriously. And check it out. Me on Smashwords. Thank you, Cindy Kep. I appreciate that. You're a darling. And then go here on Amazon. I've got stuff there. And Cindy's going, wait a minute, I'm hearing this while I'm on break. What is going on here? And Trevor Hawkins says, do DC Comics create digest books anymore? No, they don't. No, they don't. Archie, as far as I know, Archie is the only one that does real digest size anymore. And they still do quite a number of them. They do quite well because they've purchased that space near the checkout counter. Great impulse buy. And there are still some original comics being produced in the classic Archie style for those things. But the next size up is manga size, which a lot of people, can use. A lot of print on demand places do manga size. So Maybe I'll do a Skyman manga. That would be fun. And anyway, Trevor Hawkins says, take the opportunity, Willow, before they change their mind. Yeah, seriously, fade out before they know you're going. Brian Rodman, in all seriousness, it is so great to see how many people are jumping on the YouTube show train. This is my new nightly viewing. I don't touch network TV at all. I just watch my friends. Such a cool time to be alive. Yeah, seriously, I do the same thing. And I follow a few things like some of the First Amendment auditors because I like seeing idiots tased. There's some cop videos. Mike the Cop did an excellent one yesterday about some changes in the law in Illinois and how it will negatively affect law enforcement there. That was fascinating to watch as a writer who does crime fiction. Or, there's crimes committed in all my stuff, pretty much, mostly by my writing. But anyway, yeah, seriously, I watch you, Brian, I watch you, everybody here. And it was kind of funny because one of my friends, and I will not reveal who, is like, God, everybody's got a podcast now. And I'm like, yay, good for us. It's about time. And we have been talking, for those of you who are podcast fans, we have talked about making a comic book Spectrum I'm still getting used to the name. Comic Book Spectrum, a standard podcast. Although some people do download it as an MP3 and take it with them. They upload to their iPods, and does anyone still use iPods anymore? I still have mine. It's got all kinds of great music on it. But anyway, it is great to see this stuff, Brian. I fully agree with you. And it means we're all reaching out. We're trying to level up this year, and that's important. It seriously is. Cindy says the next stop on your tour is Amanda Tockert on Amazon. Check out Coy Wolf and other great books. And her husband, Nicholas, is on there, too, as I'm sure we will find out in a moment. And here we go. And Bill Sarn says, my advice to you about the squirrels is to put your birdseed in tube feeders and put out something separate away from the feeders for the squirrels, like either squirrel corn, suet, or seed bell. I never deny food to any of the little wild things. The squirrels can make it difficult, but definitely not impossible to keep them away from the bird feeders. Bill, that's good advice. I do like that. I can see doing the bell thing. I just don't like the squirrels that crawl into transformers and short circuit them. I mean, yeah, they die. I think they're suicide bombers of a sort. They're terrorists. That's what it is. Bill, I don't know if I should feed them. I really don't. But the thing is, we've also got hawks in this area too. It is not nice, but it was grimly fascinating to watch. One day, Cookie and I pulled up into our driveway at the compound here, and we hear this like, all the little brown birds are like chattering frantically, and they're all like perched inside every bush we can see. And we look back at our the fence that encircles our backyard, and there was a hawk there, just kind of like looking around. And then one bird, finally, I think they thought, well, I can't take it anymore. I'm making a break for it. And that hawk got him. And then another time we saw a hawk like grab a squirrel, pinned him to the ground, and was waiting for something. But we've got a hawk that's protecting us, apparently. That may be my new spirit animal. Who knows? But anyway, Cindy Kep says, go here and get the brand spanking new Simple Axe. I've got to get Nick, save me a copy, brother. I got to get one autographed from you, bro. And anyway, check it out on Amazon. Great reference works. Check out the Historical Fencing Guild on Friday nights. That's tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. High energy, high information, great stuff from Nick Tockert. And check out his new book. I plan to. And let's see who we got here. We got Cindy Cap saying again, if you need help setting up a crowdfunding venture, Kickstarter particularly, check out Tyler James on YouTube. Cindy, beautiful. Tyler was a huge help to me when I was putting my campaign together. And I think he even mentioned me a few times. So I credit him with helping me quite a bit. He puts out some great information on, if you want to learn something about crowdfunding, primarily on Kickstarter, Tyler James is the man. He really is. And the most magical stop on the tour is courtesy of John B. Pica. Check him out on Amazon too. He's got some great works with more on the way. Also check out his Impossibilists Patreon page, and check out Cindy's Patreon page too, please. I would love it if everyone dropped what they're doing and go to Cindy Kep, CKOEPP, on patreon.com and give her even just $1 a month would be so helpful. And then go here on Amazon for Amy Hale and her amazing works and new adventures coming soon from Michaela Jade, who will be at Northwoods Mall in Peoria tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th of March. Please go see her. It's admission is free to QuadCon. Please check her out. And Cindy, I'm going to there because I want to make sure of some things. And if I am satisfied, I may show up at a QuadCon and I may see you there. I'm looking forward to that. And the most poetic stop on your tour is courtesy of the tour guide, Teresa Dunn. Check out her books. And also, please check out Teresa's Facebook page. Yesterday, she has started a new podcast, interviews with her creative friends, and I was privileged to be the first. And Tim Walton, watching on YouTube, brother, it is good to see you. Give Candace a hug from me, would you? Howdy, Brian. Had to catch up on yesterday's comic book Spectrum after work. I literally missed the live stream by an hour, but I enjoyed it. Well, thank you, Tim. Well, I'm seriously, I appreciate your being there. I really do. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And next week we are already planning next week's. Yes, we're planning shows in advance. Holy cats! How does that work? But anyway, Tim, I'm glad you're there. So makes me happy to see you here, brother. I hope you're having a great Friday, and I hope your weekend is fantastic. Cindy Cap says podcasts abound. So many I can't remember them all. You and me both, girlfriend. Do check out the Historical Fencing Guild tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Back of the Cereal Box tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS Tuesday at 6 p.m. Clever title pending at 8. Nevermind the Furthermore Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. And tomorrow at 11 a.m. You can find her on Nerd Culture. You are going to have so much fun with Ryan Permis and Cindy. He is fantastic. I am so grateful I met the guy. He is a super friend. Joe Dog McKeel says, when it comes to humans, never underestimate their potential for stupidity and the levels they can achieve. Joe Dog, I used to have remember Successories, those inspirational signs with like and one was teamwork. And the tagline below was something about each of us being stupid individually cannot match what we can do together. So, and QuadCon this weekend in Peoria to find Michaela, to find her on March 13th at Merle Hay Mall in Des Moines, part of the QuadCon road trip there. Please check it out and please go see Cindy. She is wonderful. She'll have her amazing books with her and you will love her. You'll love talking to her. I do. And also thinking about doing a painting of an unborn baby in the mother's womb as a way to bring families together. Philip Thompson, you do what you think you must. That could be good. And I've seen your painting. You are a very talented painter, sir. Cindy Cap goes Starting Art 76 for the vintage cartooniness you need. And you heard it from Cindy, so go do it right now. Joe Dog McKeel, sometimes I wonder if I ever make a comment some writer could run with and write a book with. It could happen, Joe Dog. It could happen. And Brian Rodman, it's about that time. Thank you once again for an amazing week of broadcasting. And yes, I did see I skipped a couple things here. I had a comment dump. Anyway, it's about that time. Thank you once again for an amazing week of broadcasting, sir. Thank you, Brian, for your own, man. You put out some great content, and thank you for being a part of mine. Looking forward to Clever Title Pending next week with my friend. Brian Rodman will be on my show next week. I'm so lucky. Shenanigans will abound. We will not get a damn thing done, Brian. I'm seeing that now. But in the meantime, have fun, be safe, and don't do drugs. But if you do, call Brian Rodman. Hashtag bring Cookie home, hashtag feed Cookie, and hashtag laugh like the shadow. That's very therapeutic. Thank you, Brian Rodman. I love you, man. I love you, brother. I really do. And Phil Thompson says, as of now, Phil Art and Comics have 212 followers and 201 likes. Yes, excellent. 212 followers and 201 likes. Very good, very good. That you are growing, Phil. Keep up the good work. The more likes and followers you get, the more Facebook will recognize what you do. All right. And Cindy Cap says, and that's the end of my break. Oh, I don't want to let you go. And this is Cindy Cap right now. Let me get rid of the comments so you can read it. This is Cindy Cap. Think of work. Yeah, I don't want to go either. Anyway, let's take that down. Seriously. But seriously, thank you so much for being here, Cindy. You are the best. And And that's the end of my break. I'll catch up with you all later, but don't forget to tip your host. Hashtag bring Cookie home. Hashtag we got to bring Cindy home too, don't we? Anyway, Cindy, have a great weekend. Have a great time on the show tomorrow with Ryan, and we'll be checking with you next week. John B. Pica back from enrolling people in Biden care. Cindy Camp at QuadCon. Think you'd be interested in doing a Facebook Live No Fan Left Behind from behind back of the cereal box? John, Cindy, talk. And Joe Dog McKeel, don't die, feed Cookie. Yes, we may get them out on time this time. And I do keep listening to you, Joe Dog. I do too. For more life hacks. Rick Bradley, everyone take care and stay creative. Love you all. And even you, Brian? Oh my gosh. Brian Rodman is so lovable. I understand it. Love you right back, Rick. Have a great weekend, superstar. And Ted Davies, John B. Pica, CKOEPB.com. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Also, don't forget johnpica.com and do a search for Impossibilists on Patreon. Ted Davies, have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, Brian, for all you do. Ted, thank you, brother, I couldn't do this without your support, man. Seriously, thank you, my friend. Hey, you and your lady have a great weekend, all right? And Joe Dog McKeel, okay, I got to run. Telemed call coming at bottom of the hour. Well, good luck with that, Joe Dog. And thank you for everything, brother. Also, check out Stupid O'Clock Saturday night at 11 p.m. and the Stupid After Show 1 a.m. Sunday morning. It's great stuff. Great show, Fez, man. Thank you, Bill Sarden. Appreciate you being here, my artistic friend. Got to get going and get back to my commissions in today's warm-up sketch. Everyone have a great weekend. Vaya con Dios amigos. Hey, happy trails till we meet again, Bill. Thank you so much. And Cookie wants to eat earlier, so we are going to try to get out of here at 11:30. I appreciate everyone's cooperation. Thank you. So anyway, what have we got going today? Tonight, 7 p.m., Tidbits and Squiggles from author Michaela Jade on her YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that when you're there. Also, she is a part of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please subscribe to our YouTube page. You'll see a repository of our broadcasts. Many, many fine shows such as TED Talks, Carl and Ted's Cigar Show, Stupid O'Clock, Armchair Rocket Science, Stupid After Show, Creative as Hail, Tidbits and Squiggles, Comics, Chaos, and Sass, the Historical Fencing Guild, Comic Book Spectrum, and next Friday, starting at 6 p.m., I believe it is, Drinking with the Davies, and the brand new show, Comic Book Spectrum, with myself, Eric Hawkins, Brian Rodman, and Clyde Hall. Great, great lineup of shows. Check us out. And let's see. And what else? Let's see. Tonight, also, if you're a subscriber to Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page, check out the Green Room tonight with Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna. Much shenanigans will be had. Laughter will abound. And if you're not there, you're going to have to be at the Historical Fencing Guild page on YouTube. Check it out. Nick Tockert will probably be talking about his brand new book release. I'm so excited about that. I really am. And then tomorrow at 9 a.m. Behind the Cereal Box with John B. Pica, Big Daddy Cool's going to talk the prophet of pulp. The prophet of pulp. God bless it. Anyway. Here we go. The prophet of pop culture will be talking to you about all things nerdy. It will be fantastic. And at 2:15 Reels and Heels with Brian, Nicole, and Willow. Great show in line. Ryan Permisson will be on around noon with his show about what nerd culture. Then at 11 p.m., check out Stupid O'Clock with Joe Dog McKeel and the crew, talking about all kinds of stuff. Last night, I think I clocked 6 different topic changes in the space of 2 minutes. It was great. Great talk show. I love it to death. And then at 1 a.m. Sunday morning, the Stupid After Show will be running with Joe Dog McKeel and friends. That's a great thing. Also at 10 a.m. on the IndieVolt.com network, please check out Sunday Morning Funnies with Randy Zimmerman and Daphne Lage. Always a good time. And they've been getting some good guests lately. Last week was comic book writer, artist Trina, and historian Trina Roberts. That is a must watch. Great stuff. And this weekend will be no exception. Oh, and Saturday night, I forgot. Saturday night is from the desk of a small press, from the desk of a small press creator, Joe D. McPhee will have a great interview show tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Please check that out before you go see Stupid O'Clock. Sorry, I missed that on my notes here. And at 10 p.m. on Sunday night, you get to see Heather Ellen in all of her beautiful glory on Comics, Chaos, and Sass. And it's a great way to end your weekend. And if you have a Kickstarter going or a publishing concern or any sort of creative project, go to that page and you can talk it out with your friends there, get some interest in what you're doing. Great conversation goes on there. She is lovely. She is fantastic. You will adore her. I do. And we will be back Monday morning with more Nevermind the Furthermore, starting the Rising Tide Broadcast Network week. And it's time to wind us down. My honey will be grateful. Anyway, we want to thank everyone. Please check out the Rising Tide Network page. Please take a picture of this, take a screen capture of this and refer to it. We're going to be updating it. We've got over a dozen shows of various types that you're sure to enjoy. Please check out last night's episode, issue number 2 of Comic Book Spectrum. We talk current comic reviews. We had 4 non-superhero comics reviewed, all 4 from different independent companies. We think you'll dig what we had to say. Also, we talk about the future of comics and comic shops, and we've got a real great viewer suggested topic for next week at Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Also want to give a thank you to our Patreon sponsors. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can subscribe to your friends' creativity. And I've got to say, I'm grateful to my Patreon subscribers. Thank you all so much. This show is better because of all of you. And now we're looking at some not really technical, but some hardware improvements around here. But anyway, please join these people. For $1 a month, you can get access to my private blogs as well. We're doing them every week now, hoping to ramp up on that. And also our special, we're going to try maybe do some special shows on there, I'm thinking. We might do that once a month. Or more, because I'm not broadcasting enough. But anyway, for $1 a month, you can get a mention in all my books, all my shows, and all my audiobooks that are coming out this year. So go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris, and please subscribe. $5 a month will get you peeks at our works in progress. And $10 a month, we're slowly uploading PDFs of our books for you to enjoy on your own. Please check it out. All right. And let's see here. We got a couple more comments. And thank you, Trevor Hawkins. I appreciate it. You old git. And git is what I better do. Thank you, Trevor. Hope you have a great weekend, buddy. Keep me posted on stuff. And anyway, folks, thank you all for being here. Thank you to Plasma Fire Graphics for sponsoring this episode. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Do you need graphics for your comic or your wraparound for your paperback book? Do you need promotional material for your ads? Do you need a video like we've got book trailers here? Do you need all of that? Do you need any of that? Do you need it at prices that almost anyone can afford? Check with Jeffrey Hayes at plasmafiregraphics.com. Also check out their Facebook page and give that a like if you would, please. And also a huge thank you to everyone at Geek Insider for powering this show. And please go to risingtide.pub. We're in the process of revamping our website once again, but you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter. It comes out the first of every month. We have a unique video to that thing. You will not see it anywhere but via the network that subscribes to the risingtide.pub newsletter. It comes out every month, and we've got special videos in there for your amusement. And I rarely try to sell you anything. It's just me sharing me with you. So sign up for free and check out what we're up to. All right. And let's see, what else do we have? Also, if you're watching us on Facebook on the Kathy Jackson's Books or Rising Tide Broadcast Network page or the Rising Tide Publications page, please give this video a reaction. Whether you like it, you love it, if you've enjoyed any part of it, please do that. It helps us so many ways. And also, please give a like to the page itself. Please thank our hosts for us, if you would, please. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, on the Brian K. Morris Rising Tide Publications channel, please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed any part of it, because it helps us in our algorithms, and we're planning on bringing more fun content to you from our twisted little minds here. And also you can catch our back catalog of shows, Nevermind the Furthermore, Clever Title Pending, and the brand new Comic Book Spectrum, both issues of that. So please check it out, and please take a moment and subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. for the video. And please ring that bell when you subscribe so you get notified of our future appearances. And I think that's what we've got. I think we're closed out now. Thank you, everyone, for watching this show. Thank you for letting us get out on time. Cookie thanks you. I'm going to feed her now. And hopefully we'll see you at Northwoods Mall in Peoria. We'll be hanging around Michaela Jade for a while and checking out the mall. Please check out QuadCon this weekend at the Northwoods Mall in Peoria and look up Michaela Jade. She's one of us. All right. One of us. Thank you for being here, folks. Thank you for making my birthday week really cool. If I had known that 65 would be this much fun, I'd have turned 65 sooner. But thank you to everyone for your ribbing, your gentle humor, your raucous humor, your naughty humor. Just thank you for being you. Thank you for caring. Thank you for, I got over 500 notices thanking me for my, wishing me a happy birthday. I couldn't even get to them all because of Facebook. It was not cooperating. But anyway, to everyone who's wished me well, thank you very much. It is sincerely appreciated. And we promise to work harder so that we all rise above this year. And thank you for everything. I owe it all to you. And so until we meet again, friends, as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. All right. I appreciate you all. Hope you have a great weekend. And thank you. We'll see you Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for another Nevermind the Furthermore. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on days gone by with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
Reels and Heels is a podcast that discusses movies, television, wrestling, and more. With a rotating guest list of friends and filmmakers alike, Reels and Heels salutes the creative arts of all kinds. Join Brian Wenzeloff and Nicole Jobin live every Saturday at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Reels and Heels.
Go thee to thy rest, O Shades. Thou hast served well in life. Now take thy reward.
Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, IndieVolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.